Hello and welcome back to another episode from Yorkshire Outdoorsman. So what's today's video all about then? Well, I've been into the gun shop and bought something else. They must love me in that shop. What have I got today? It's a review of the PARD NV007V, which is a night add-on to your telescopic sight. I've been after one of these for a long time, so let's have a closer look, shall we? So here we have the unit itself. I'll go into a little bit more detail a little later on, but just a quick look at the unit itself. You have your eyepiece with your rubber eyepiece, cuts out a bit of light. How well that works, it remains to be seen. On this side you have a couple of ports. Obviously you've got the slot for the SD card. You also have the USB charging port. Now some people say don't charge them in this unit. It can potentially damage the unit. Take them out and put them in a separate charger. I don't know. I haven't really tried using another charger yet. But in the instructions, which are not particularly good, I must admit, but the instructions don't say anything about taking them out of the unit. You can charge them in the unit, and that's what I'm going to do, at least for the first time, and see what happens. They say the first initial charge is around about 3 hours-ish, to give you approximately 8 hours of run time. You don't have to have the unit switched on all the time, of course, because you have a sleep mode. So you just hit the power button and it will go into sleep mode. Hold it down and it will turn it off, which is quite useful. Just have that sleep mode so you're not having to turn it off every time that you come off target, so to speak. So it has a focus ring here, which is, I'm led to believe, mainly there so you can focus in the menu options. Get those nice crisp and clear so you can see what you're doing. It also has underneath here a roller. If you can see that, a roller which will roll left and right, obviously, and that will focus in your crosshairs and get your picture something like. Majority of the focusing will be done by the scope's parallax unit itself. So to operate this unit, you have a simple on-off switch there. If you press it once, it switches the unit on. If you press it once again, it puts it into sleep mode. If you press it and hold it, it switches off the unit. Now here you've got your IR levels. You change it from colour to day mode, brightness and so on. You've got a Wi-Fi switch there. This actually connects to Wi-Fi, so you can actually monitor the unit, or someone else, your shooting partner, can monitor what you're seeing through a mobile phone. The others, these four here, can be used as up, down, left and right, if you're on a menu that you can scroll through. Unfortunately I can't show you the menu because for some reason the menu doesn't come up when you are in record mode for some reason, but hey ho. And you have your different levels of IR brightness, so you hit your IR and it will switch your IR on, switch it again and it will move it up to IR level 2 and up to IR level 3 and so on and so on. So that's quite a useful functionality in terms of ergonomics. It's really easy to understand. The unit has its own IR illuminator, which I'm led to believe is extremely good in comparison with some other wannabe models. It's good for up to 300 meters, they say, but that's more than enough for us air gunners. we shall check that out later and see if it's actually true. I suspect it will be, having seen more videos. But it's a focusable IR as well, using this collimator, if that's the right word. So you've got full flood or spot and anything in between. The unit operates using a rechargeable 18650 battery, which goes in here just below the IR collimator. By unscrewing this, placing in your battery, screwing it back up, job done. Another useful feature is this hole here. Now this enables you to mount this unit onto a camera tripod, so you can use it on a camera tripod if you should wish. The other good thing about these, of course, is that you don't need to have them attached to your rifle. You could just use them as a spotter, a night spotter scope, if you wanted to, which I think is a great little addition. Another thing that they say is that because it's a day scope and a night scope, you can use it for both, obviously day and night, but you can also remove the unit and use your scope as an ordinary scope. I beg to differ. From what I've seen so far, when you install this PARD unit on your scope, clearly you're going to have to move the scope substantially forwards on its rail to be able to accommodate the extra length of the PARD unit, which means that your eye relief is going to be somewhere up near the end of the butt, which is not going to be comfortable, practical, or even possible in some cases. So I would say, for those of us who have more than one rifle, which is probably everybody, let's face it, these days, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a dedicated rifle for this PARD unit, which I think is going to be the Vixen because of its lightweight. So that's what I'm going to do. So I won't have to keep taking it on and off, or keep moving my scope up and down and having to re-zero every time you do that. Not really practical in my eyes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it, I think, on my Vixen and use my laser designator, the green laser designator that I showed you in a previous video on the HW110. So let's stop bumping my gums and let's get out and see what it looks like through the scope, because let's face it, that's what everybody's here to see.
Okay, target 25 yards, I beg your pardon, 25 metres. The sound you're hearing is from the PARD unit. I'm a bit out of breath, so I'm not expecting great results. See what I mean? That's better. Definitely because I've changed position. I'm now laid down in a more stable position. Even though you can still see my bloody heartbeat. You watch, you can see my heartbeat. Bump, bump, bump. Well, at least it's still beating. Right, this will be a shot if I can pull it off. Bit of wind now. Yes! Straight through the caravan window. Oops. That's it, that'll do for me. So let's see what it's like at night. Okay, that breeze block is exactly 25 meters away. It's almost dark, and this is the PARD unit in night mode but without the IR on. So let me switch on the IR. It's IR1, 25 meters. IR2, IR3. Quite impressed with that.